So we mentioned animal lovers, of course. We're going to start out with an animal that takes to the sky. We're talking about birds, and here to give us all the details as we can take flight with these creatures at Rock City. Good morning, Megan and John.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, so is this guy a morning person or not?
Well,
I can't tell.
She seems to be. This is Eowyn. She's a peregrine falcon.
Okay, I was going to say, go ahead and tell us who you brought with you today.
Yeah, and she is 14 years old. She was actually hatched in captivity, and up to last year, she was used as a falconer's bird. She was used to hunt other birds, but the falconer decided to retire her before she got too old and injured herself. And so we have her here, and we use in our presentations at Rock City Raptors. And this is Gilbert. He's a small falcon. He's called an American kestrel. And the American kestrel is fairly common around here, especially during the winter time. They eat a lot of insects. And he is now 11 years old when he was found as a tiny youngster and hand raised.
Oh, wow.
So he doesn't know he's a bird.
Right, okay. I was going to say, he's very calm this morning. And so you mentioned, what's the name of this one again?
Eowyn.
Eowyn? Okay, so Eowyn and Gilbert. Now, so Eowyn's a little bit new to show business, right?
Yeah, you know, she's making the transition from being a hunter to being a star. So, but the peregrine falcon is something that Rock City and Wings to Soar have cooperatively worked with over the last several years. These birds used to nest in Chattanooga until about 8 years ago.
Wow.
And unfortunately, the male of the pair was injured and died. So we've been releasing peregrine falcons at Rock City over the last several years, 14 to be exact. And we're hoping one day one of these young peregrines are going to survive and come back and nest again in Chattanooga.
Right, and I want to talk about, this particular show and the Wings to Soar group is, while it is a show and it's entertaining for all of us, but you really have a true cause and purpose at the heart of it that a lot of people may overlook.
Right, we're trying to educate the public on the importance of predators and why these birds are needed in the environment. And so we, do 5 shows a day, and people come away with a greater experience and greater understanding of these creatures.
And Megan, this is not the first year Rock City has welcomed this show, right?
Right, we've been doing this for many, many years. Every weekend during our Summer Music Weekends event, and we only have 2 weekends left, so this Friday through Sunday, and then next weekend for Labor Day weekend, we'll also have shows on Labor Day as well. And they will return for Rocktoberfest this October.
Oh, fun.
But yeah, several opportunities still for people to come and see the show. It's amazing if you've never seen it before, and a great reason to come back and even get an annual pass. You can come back for free if you get that. So
I was going to say, what has been the reaction as visitors come to the park and then they see the show as well?
I mean, I think they love it. I've even taken some video this summer of different reactions from kids during the show, and but adults love it too. It's really something for everybody.
Yeah, and we fly birds over people, so we
Yeah.
do.
It's very interactive.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
yeah, if someone has not seen the show, what can they expect to see?
Well, we have several species of owls. Of course, both these falcons, a red-tailed hawk. The star of the show is probably our black vulture, Casey, and we have a bald eagle.
Right.
So we do video, music, and fly birds. So.
Hey, that does sound like a good time. Now, one thing that amazes me is, sitting here, he looks like he's a smaller bird, but that wingspan, as he's been trying to fly away from us this morning, right on cue.
Yeah.
I think you're going to be good in show business after all. That's really amazing, and that's really a quality that's true to that breed, right?
Oh yeah, this is the fastest animal in the world. In a dive, it may dive as fast as 270 miles an hour.
Wow.
In level flight, about 60, but there are many birds that are faster in level flight. But this is a bird that's almost legendary as far as bird lore. In medieval times, only a prince or an earl could fly a peregrine falcon, so they were restricted. But now, these birds have made a huge comeback from the early 1970s when they were critically endangered. Now they're doing very well.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Like you said, we're trying to reinstitute them here in the Chattanooga area as well.
Yes.
All right, so Megan, what was part of the philosophy of bringing this show into Rock City? I mean, it goes along with a lot of your missions and backgrounds too.
Sure. I mean, it's a natural tie-in. Rock City is a natural attraction, and so we do a lot with different animals and preservation, and just really want to keep that a natural setting. And so, birds are something that you would see at Rock City anyway, and it just ties in really well.
with the education part as
Sure.
well.
Yeah.
All right, and you mentioned they're coming back for Oktoberfest. Do you want to give us a quick preview of what we can expect as we transition from summer into fall with Rock City?
Sure, yeah. So 2 more weekends of summer music weekends through Labor Day, and then we open Blowing Springs Farm, which is in Flintstone, Georgia, just actually right down the road through St. Elmo, a very close distance to downtown Chattanooga. That's a fall festival. We'll have a new corn maze design. We'll have animals there as well. Lots of new games and activities. So definitely the perfect fall getaway.
Yes.
And then we'll have Rocktoberfest starting weekends in October. That's our German festival, but the Birds of Prey will be back for that. And then, of course, our Enchanted Garden of Lights coming up in November.
Always a fun time at Rock City. And so Wings to Soar, I want to talk about that real quickly. You partner with organizations like Rock City,
Right.
and you really are able to travel in many ways and share your love and passion with the audiences. What has been some of your favorite parts here in Chattanooga?
Well, of course, being here at Rock City, we get to see a lot of people from basically all over the world. We have a very international audience. We have a lot of Atlanta refugees, I call them.
Right.
But we do have a great international audience, and we just have a good opportunity to educate people that aren't from this area. So.
All right, so 2 more weekends to catch the Birds of Prey show, and that goes along again with the summer music weekend, so there will be live music and all types of fun as well. Going on at Rock City, if you want all the details, you can visit them online at crockcity.com to catch the last 2 weekends of summer up on top of Lookout Mountain, and also look forward to fall. Megan and John, thanks for joining us this
Thank you.
morning.
Thank you.
And first, thank you so much for joining us as well. All right, we'll be right back on Let's Chat.